to this best of one series between Yeti Academy and Shattered Gaming.
Around before, there was the TO Open last weekend that we did cover, me and Shane Gutcher. We covered that instead of the ESL last week, and I did meet a few of the contenders that are actually in ESL this week because of it. So, a few different names to look for. Jay Brundage and crew are definitely who you guys want to be keeping your eye on, because to me that's definitely the bigger name here. But Yeti Academy, as I said, their comp is actually rather terrifying for a triple support combo with as much damage as they can throw out. I mean, if they do get those money ravenuses, the Void Prisons into Apocalypse or Lightning Breath, I mean, that is a great 1-2 punch. And you can melt down the Queen of Ice. You can take out Jaina from this equation. I mean, Tyrande has no escapes ready at all. She just doesn't have it in her kit. So it could go either way. If it goes more late, I'm going to give it a bit more to Shattered, but early game aggression could be the name of the game for Yeti.
Indeed, and I appear to be on someone's view here. I'm not sure how to get out of that. There we go. I can't bring up my overlay. That's annoying.
Oh, lovely. Well, while you figure that out, guys, I'll introduce the teams. On the left-hand side, Shattered Gaming, Jay Brundage, their team captain, Man Mode, Steel Rain, the Karate Kid, and now Iacona going to be either subbing in or has joined the squad. I hear that he has actually been either released or he's left ESV. Not entirely too sure exactly what the whole situation is there, but we are down to one ESV team, so he's more or less a free agent, is my understanding. And their opponents on the red, it's going to be Yeti Gaming, Jumping Duck, Delta Cloud. In the mid, it's going to be Paperboy and Mudslide, and then at the bottom is our good old-fashioned Jester playing the Harlequin Zebo skin. Oh, the amount of Jesterdom going on today is high, Mr. Tetcher.
Very much so, and I do like the theming he is doing there. Jester, though, already being bullied quite far back into his lane by what he can see is a two-man push out of the team of Shattered. He's having to play pretty far back, but still able to grab the XP, still able to clear the wave well enough, but takes a bit of tower damage. He can only see two people. Iacona waiting in the brush, going to see if he can get a gank. However, Zeratul going to be running down here and run straight past Iacona, and is going to attempt to get a gank on Karate.
Well, yeah, had the Tyrande stun actually landed, Jester would be probably a dead duck right now, but unfortunately it just did not connect, and that's what they were looking for. They were looking for that 1-2 punch, and then with the double stun on top of the damage output that an early game Jaina can put out with all three of her spells, it can definitely melt somebody that is not as sturdy as some of these other heroes like the Nazebo. So that's what they were looking to do. They were also hoping to grab the experience advantage with that because of the lack of a lane soak into the bottom, but we have now rotated around. Yeti Academy is going to bring one of their heroes down here to support this. They got the Zeratul, so it's not going to be a roam, and that leaves us with a little bit more of a wet noodle fight in the mid, and top is probably not going to have a ton of action here either.
Yep, we'll see Valor harassing onto Jay Brundage a little bit, but overall, not much will happen yet. Valor will be able to harass for a while, but Jay has easily enough sustain and is going to be able to get a few hits onto Valor, so that should be fine. Mid lane, Man Mode is going to keep that lane pushing, but he won't be able to do too much damage. The first tribute is going to be really where the action is going to start off here. However, there is a very good chance with the fact there being a Zeratul here that we could get a very early kill bot lane, especially since the tribute has spawned down here. This is definitely Yeti Academy's chance to pick up an early kill. Shattered though, nice Sentinel by Valor, going to give some good vision onto Paperboy for a while. So they're just going to wait to see if they can get the pick opportunity. In comes Mudslide, already vision on him, thanks to Tassadar coming in with the Oracle. So looking pretty good for Shattered at the moment. They have some good vision. Yeti pushing in, going to try and take control. But both teams just denying the tribute for the moment.
I'm just looking at the level 4 talents as we're going back and forth. We do actually have Valor rotating into the mid, so this is not the best in terms of the soak situation because we got Shattered still into the top, but Paperboy is really trying to make sure that they grab that tribute, and Tassadar just poking his nose into the back there. If we just do this poke and soak game, it's going to go the way of Shattered Gaming because they have that extra soak occurring into the top lane, whereas we don't have that. We have 4-man investment into the bottom.
Managed to just pick up Zeratul thanks to a very nice double stun combination there out of Karate Kid and Iacona. So first blood going over to Shattered, and like you said, they've been soaking this entire time. Now they have pretty much a full level lead.
Yeah, this is so Yeti. I mean, oh wow, Val has even come down from the mid as well. They are 100% putting too much emphasis on this first tribute. They are now losing out on almost an entire level. They did not get this tribute. That kill has basically reset their aggression. You see them now spreading back out. Something else to notice here. I mean, we have a Zeratul on the side of Yeti against not only a Tyrande but a Tassadar as well. Yeah. That's a lot of information game that Shattered has under their thumb, and this is going to be a very difficult game for Zeratul to stay hidden.
Couldn't agree more. And I will say, I'm not going to be talking about the talents too much, because you have to leave a game for your UI to set in, so I have to hit tab, and that covers up my entire screen to see the talents, so I'm going to be relying on you for a bit.
No worries, I will keep you on the straight and narrow, Mr. Tetcher.
Nice.
So, yeah, 3-man aggression into the bottom lane. We are going to get a stun on top of Delta, but it won't really amount to much. We do got the Soak game back under control with all 3 lanes, and now we have some Mercs going to be coming the way down south into the lane. But, man, there goes the tower on top of that as well. Full level lead has been achieved, and will Shattered actually put more emphasis now on the second tribute, or are they going to try to do the Poke and Soak again?
Well, Shattered already have 3 members grouping around this. However, all 5 members of Yeti are grouping up here. Shattered only with 4 members here, thanks to Jaina pushing the spot lane as hard as she can, trying to grab another tower and give them even more of a level lead. If Shattered can deny this tribute for a while, they may be able to grab it for themselves. There goes the Storm, just going to continue to deny man mode, dropping a shield in himself, does get rooted, does have a dimensional shift, and does pop it to back out of there, make sure it doesn't get caught. Jaina still not coming up. They are relying on the 4 versus 5, just purely relying on that level lead. They do have stun lands on the Paperboy, but unlikely they'll kill him, and he does blink out. Man mode, having the micro his way away, does not want to get rooted by the root from Delta Cloud there.
Steel Rain still pushing up that bottom lane while this is going on. So again, the experience game is very solidly in Shattered Gaming's favor. The Poke is still strong though, 9-7.
So much denial.
I know, right? I told you, the information game is just going to be intense. I mean, we got Psystorms, we got the Holy Lights, we've got Owls, we got Mudslide getting caught out.
He's being dropped low, but now Jay has been pushed very much out of position. He does not have his dash because he used it earlier, but he's still going to get out thanks to the heals and shields of his teammates. And now the entire team of Yeti has retreated back away from their advanced position, so now they're just giving away more free harassment. And finally, Steel Raid has arrived, lads and Ice Lads, to deal some harassment there. And now Shattered can try and push into the tribute. For now, they're just playing the denial game, though. They don't realise that Yeti have already pretty much backed away here. It's just Jester. Delta's coming back in, and in comes Mudslide from the bottom, but he is spotted by the Oracle. Jay, once again, denied. Not going to be able to get this tribute for a bit.
So far, the triple support has been working out flawlessly for Shattered. That's going to be the second tribute now into their pocket. And, you know, rightfully so. They are so close to level 10 to get those heroics on the board. And absolutely, when you're down 2 levels for a tribute, you could not afford a team wipe at any of these tributes. So that is going to put us into now a very bad early game situation for Yeti Academy.
Yep, heroics are available. Standard heroics out of everyone. Water Elemental coming from the Jaina. We have the Archon from Tassadar. Starfall for that extra huge damage coming out of Tyrande. Divine Storm and ETCs. We're seeing a lot more of it nowadays. Going for the stage dive. Can't be interrupted as efficiently as the mosh pit, and the fact that there is a lot of denial potential on the side of Yeti to deny that mosh pit. So stage dive makes a lot more sense.
Jumping Duck into the top lane. I mean, I'm looking at some of these lanes. The gate in the top is non-existent. The mid is actually non-existent. And the bottom fort is now getting pushed in by this Water Elemental and 4 team members here from Shadow. That's going to be now the top lane tribute. I mean, we did have one into the bottom and then one into the top, so it could have gone either way, but it will be the top lane spawn. We still have no heroics for Yeti Academy. They are still down over half a level. So a Poke and Soak game is not going to be in their favor. In fact, engaging this at any point is not going to be in their favor, and I think they know that. They've tried to do their delay, and that is all that they have in the tank. And there's the first curse, Tetcher.
First curse without a single tribute being taken by Yeti Gaming here. They are very much on the defensive. Shattered putting on it so much pressure onto Yeti here, and they're in fact even going for the Yeti Gaming side, the Yeti Academy side boss. And they're going to take it. Zeratul running past the wrong place, but nice Void Prism, and trying to combo with the Apocalypse does land it. Oh, Rain of Vengeance as well. This could be the turnaround they need. There comes the Starfall. Icona gonna get stunned by the boss as well as Mudslide, but Man Mode able to take out the Diablo. And it's a pretty even fight, actually. There's the Ravenous Spirit coming in from the back. This could be what turns around the fight. Going after Steel Rain. Steel Rain heals. And we're going to see... wow, we're going to see Shattered Gaming still manage to come out on top after what was a pretty incredible engagement out of Yeti Academy, but they were still already too far behind.
Jumping Duck is still absolutely a target here, but Jester is there as well. He's going to get off that wall of zombies on top of Steel Rain, but Steel Rain has had her Wheaties. She's back to almost full health, and the curse still here for another 2 seconds. Here comes the stage dive from Jay Brundage. The Mudslide is there to help out, but Jester's going to be the casualty left to the front line. Delta Cloud and Paperboy, they're coming in. They want to get at least one of these kills, but unfortunately, the triple support nature. I mean, you saw the hit points go up and down all around. Shattered Gaming, though, triple support, were virtually invincible. They take home 1 kill on the back of that from Yeti. And, you know, amazing engages, but the power of the heals are just too strong.
Yep, we had 2 sources of shields coming in from Ufa and the Tassadar, and the 3 different sources of heals. Tyrande with her, well, Wet Noodle heal. It doesn't really do much, but it's still a heal. And the fact she was running her healing
significantly.
A little. It got buffed a little bit. It's still not
like
amazing.
50%!
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It was a pretty sizable buff. I mean, it no longer sucks as a heal.
This is true.
So
it is now.
I'm not sure a Wet Noodle is quite what you could call it anymore.
Okay, it's a vaguely moist noodle. I would like to point out though, Yeti attempting to do their boss now, and Icona trying to deny this, buy time for his team to get here, and he has done it. He's bought enough time. In comes the team of Shattered, and they're pushing back the team of Yeti. Nice kill there, and now Mudslide is trapped away from his team. He's trying to go for the run. There's the Apocalypse to try and slow down the team of Shattered, but it's not going to make a difference. They're going to be able to steal this boss right from under Yeti's nose.
Zeratul died to the water elemental.
That water elemental is brutal. It's very fast, and the slowing auto attacks are a massive pain to escape from.
You can't, if it's summoned on you and it gets off an auto attack, you know, barring any kind of blinks, I don't think you can actually run away from it.
Unless you're Lily. I think Lily's the only one who can get away from it due to her passive movement speed. But
right, fast feet.
Yeah, that or a dimensional shift, maybe out of Tassadar. But like you said, outside of exceptional situations, speaking of exceptional situations, that was one of the quickest Malfurion deaths I've ever seen. But
he went flying, man. He was up against the wall back in the side, but a good Void Prison there into the front line. Is you'll notice that it does actually get that goal. But I mean, there's nothing to follow it up with. We don't have an Apocalypse. The Malfurion's dead. The Nazebo needs to find a very safe spot if he wants to get this Ravenous working, because there's just so many stuns available to the enemy team. But stuns is going to be it for Paperboy. Melts under the pressure. We got the Archon out. Here comes the Healing Wards. Double Healing Ward hype. By the way, at that level 4 talent tier, there's the talents for you. Double Shrink Ray as well at the 13s, and it's just really bringing that mini Diablo into scale. I mean, I got one on my desk from PopCap, but man, that was really cute. And 16 to 12. This is 100% a Shattered game favor right now.
Indeed, there's going to have to be something pretty immense to happen for Shattered to lose the deficit they have. Golem pushed all the way to the core before it finally ran out, and Shattered, mid lane push so far, they're going to try and take this keep as well. Diablo still down for Yeti Academy, and they can't really engage without him. He is their frontline. Paperboy trying to act as the frontline, and that's what happens. He gets CC locked and completely wiped by the Jada Blizzard and Psystorm combo. Icona taking a little bit of damage, but he's still going to be able to walk away. And Shattered finally going to leave the Yeti base to go and get the Watchtower and get another tribute.
And likely these Stone Bros, I want to say. So why did all this bad mojo just happen to Yeti Academy? Well, they tried to take this top boss, and guess who was actually not there taking the bottom Stone Bros at the time? It was Vala. So we didn't really have the damage between the Zeratul, the Diablo, and the Malfurion to take down the top boss. They get ambushed, boss comes down, multiple kills, 3, almost 4 levels now between the teams, and total map control being afforded over to Shattered Gaming as we have 2 keeps down. They're going for another boss, a 4th tribute in their pocket. I mean, as I said, this is 100% going the way of Shattered Gaming. Their triple support lineup has really paid off because they're nigh unkillable. We have 1 kill on the board for Yeti Gaming in 13 and a half minutes.
It's true, and that's the only reason they got that kill is because ETC was caught in the Golem stun when they were when Shattered Gaming were attempting to steal the Golem.
We got to stop calling them Yeti Gaming. That's not their name, but
it is cool. It is true. It is Yeti Academy. And Stage Dive coming in does not land on anyone, but Shattered just ignoring the tribute right now. They're going for as big of a push as they can. Jay Brundage is on the wrong side of this wall, gets Void Prism, but well, it's going to be followed up by the Raid of Vengeance. They need it to land, and they get an Apocalypse down instead, but Jay is still able to escape. Ravenous Spirit does not do enough damage to pick off anyone. Heals coming in from everyone. Starfall doesn't do enough. Down goes Malfurion, and we're going to see Shattered Gaming continue to push forward. Mudslide pushed into the Divine Storm there. Tries to tackle his way out onto Jay, but he was shrinked. He took too much damage, and he does go down. Did have enough souls, so he's going to come straight back to try and help his team defend, but there is a boss push here. Jester gets stunned, knocked back, misses the Lunar Flare, but goes down anyway. It's just so much burst damage thanks to that Hunter's Mark and the Jaina.
Yeah, and that's a big key to this point. I mean, we have the triple support, but you know, the Karate Kid there, he's doing the damage, he's getting off as many heals as he can, and then it's all about these Hunter Mark. Hunter Mark into Archon, into the Chain CC, into the Jaina by herself. I mean, it's a very big part of that, and that's why we see triple supports with the Tyrande, because she just affords so much extra burst availability to the team. And blue team wins! That is game! 14 and a half minutes in, and they take home almost a flawless victory.
Yeah, very much so. Only person to die was that ETC. Report Jay Brundage for feed. But but yeah, first match does go over to Shattered Gaming. They are going to be moving on to the next round, where their opponent is going to be Backlash Gaming.
Right, so moving on from 32...